Welcome to Love Them Knives channel. We've got brother knives. I got these in the mail. Actually, I got not 6 of them, but I got 8 of them in the mail. And I sent 2 of them in for testing, okay? So these have D2 blades. Not all of them have D2 blades. I think there was 1 or 2 that have 440C. So I think I sent one of the 440s and one of the D2s in for testing. But I got these in the mail weeks ago and I didn't request them. I didn't buy them, but they were just sent to me by Brother Knives. And Brother Knives, I think, has probably seen the fact that I've done reviews on these knives, and therefore they sent them to me. I was watching Patty Potato Peeler, and he's got some more traditional slip joint brother knives, and I've put them on my channel before as well. And so he's probably getting them too. They're trying to get their name out there, at least so people will be aware that they're available, primarily, of course, on AliExpress, and I'll show you some of those pages. These knives are around, $35 to $45, okay? But they have a Kydex type sheath, and I've marked the model number on the box. This one's got kind of a Scandi grind, doesn't it? And this is the FO12, so this will be like FO12, FO11, there we go, FO11, FO, man. Does that mean fun? Whatever. No, I don't think it does. FO. And FO10. Satin grind on that one. They're different. I mean, some of them got G10, some of them got micarta. Some of them, if you look online on AliExpress, and I'll give you the link to their seller site where they do these brother knives. But some of the models will have a choice between G10 and micarta. Some will not, okay? This is the FO9. So, of course, I started for 12 and worked my way down to 7. And this is the FO8. Different kind of blade shape here. And supposedly, well, I don't know if this is G10 or micarta. I'll tell you here in a minute. This is definitely micarta. And then there's the 7. I like this one. I like this thumb ramp in here. I like the blade shape. I think it's pretty decent. I guess the least I could do is try and drag out a little bit of cutting paper. Come on, boys, over here. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Woo. Okay, see if these things, oh, wow. Okay, that's sharp, yeah. Yeah, so is that. That's pretty damn good. Okay, 3 out of 3 looks pretty good. And this is just kind of initial. I don't think I've even test cut with these. No, that's all right. Ooh, that's heavier, isn't it? Oh man, that hardly even made a sound going through there. Okay, yeah, okay. They're all, I mean, you can tell when you cut paper. Damn, caught me with that tip. Get out of here. So you can tell when they cut paper if they're, if they're relatively sharp just by how they go through the paper. And they do that. They do that. Most of these knives, by the way, are, and let me check this. Okay, about 4 1/4 inch blade, 8 3/4 overall, and most of them are kind of in that territory of like close to 4 and 8 1/2 or so. And yeah, there you go, 4 1/4, 8 3/4. Okay, that was the 11. Here's the 12. And this is a micarta handle on here as well. And come on, get hooked up. That's 4 even with about 8 1/2. So little bit shorter blade. What are we going here? 9. How do I not know how to count? 4 1/4, almost 9 overall. Interesting, a little bit different how they do that. Then, I mean, you know, you can kind of tell. I mean, this looks like you can detach these scales if you want. This one, no, right? So, come on, let's get the other two measured up. This may be interesting to you or not. You know, these are just, that's 4 3/8 blade and 8 3/4 overall. So that's maybe a bit longer blade length. I don't know if it's really a longer cutting length though. If you look at that choil or that, you know, where the cutting length ends. Okay, 4 1/4, I mean, you know, 4 1/4, 8 3/4. So they're really close in size. Still kind of favor this one. Nicely contoured. Not that I can pull it apart, because no. Full tank construction, okay? So, you know, the fit and finish is not bad. And let me just show you the paperwork, because, you know, it's all relative to what it costs, right? Or at least for me it is. So I'm going to expect more from a Bark River knife that cost me $300 than a knife that cost me $35. This one is the 07, so this is this one here, okay? It's $36.34, or it was, end of season sale. Normally it was $79, but I don't think you'll probably be paying that online either. So you'll have to, I'll give you the link. You can click, you can look, whatever. They usually have coupon deals or this or that. But 61 HRC, they're saying, I don't know. D2, it would be nice if it was 61 Rockwell, but okay, I wouldn't expect that necessarily. But full tank construction, what do they say here? Because the next page kind of tells the tale. Right here, 8.66, you know, a cutting edge, almost 4 inches, etc., micarta and kydex. And so, let's throw that over here. This one, a little bit different design. And also, let's jump in here real quick and kind of get a general idea of blade thickness. Okay, 3.6 at 0.14, so 3.6 millimeter. Let me see on the fat part here. Same, looks like, yep, 3.7. Not quite 4 millimeter. There's 3.9 at 0.15, so that's thicker. Not much, but some. This one looks thinner. It is. It's 0.1. It's 2.7. 2.7. Slice good too. That, you know, that might be handy like that. And there's a 2.9, really a 3 millimeter at 0.11. So that's thinner. They run from about 4 down to under 3, and there's another 3 millimeter. So different, interesting in that regard. So I was going to say these sheaths have tech lock on the back. So how insane is that? So you can pop up. Now, of course, I won't be able to do it. Here you go. This, and then push this together, and you can open it up. Now you got these screws in here. You can knock that off, take this tech lock thing off of the sheath, and you can carry it scout style or lash it to a pack, you know, with these holes here, that kind of thing. Yeah, I don't see a drip hole at the end here. Some sheaths have that. Okay, click and then lock. And most of these, they fit in there pretty good. I mean, it's got a little bit of rattle, but not, there's very, very little play in there. The one I noticed specifically that, and I guess you'll get one here and there, this one feels pretty loose. I can't shake it off, but it's definitely a lot easier to deploy than the others. And this one's really nice tall flat grind, isn't it? pretty usable blade shape, interesting, and it's encased. Let me see if the others, no. Come here, stand your ass up. Well, you're definitely contoured, aren't you? Okay, this one got nice red liner on it here. That's interesting. Yeah, this one, strange, but it's a whole different dog, isn't it? Got a pin that goes through there. No, you can't see the innards, and if it's full tang or whatever, but, and then I don't know if this is the mark of a designer, this is part of the name. I mean, obviously it has a model name of FO09, so it's a 9, but this I don't know the significance of. I haven't really talked to the Brother Knives people, I mean, messaged them in a long time, so I didn't look on the last package to see if it was even sent to my new address or my old address, because I got forwarding on my old, so, but here it is. What might be interesting, of course, is how much do they weigh? So let's try and get the scale down here and check that out. Okay, let's put it right here. And let's just weigh the knives. I think the sheaths are going to be pretty close to the same. 5.72 ounces on this one. And this is closest to the 4mm blade thickness. Come on, 162 grams. What's this? 186 grams at 6.5. I mean, that's some heavy contoured, and I think that's G10 there. This micarta feels a lot lighter. 4 ounces at 115.8. This one kind of in between, 153. So what's this, 5 something ounces? Yeah, 5.4. And 6.5. Well, you can tell that. Look at how thick this dog is. This is crazy thick. And 185 grams. And this one, 163, 64 grams at 5.77 ounces. So, I mean, how much do they vary in thickness, you know, as far as that's concerned? And, you know, look at this. It looks, I don't know, it looks like this is coming in, flaring out here. Oh, I guess I can find out with my calipers. 16.5 millimeters at 0.65. No, I guess it really doesn't change. It just looks like it is. No. Okay. No, it's not changing. Okay. So I guess it's the same. It doesn't have a flare here that where it's getting fatter here or thinner there, but it just kind of looks that way sometimes. Ergos are good on this one. This one, and this one's the 11. How fat is this? Ooh, 0.67 at 17.1. Ergos, you know, you got a palm swell here, this and that. You got a lanyard hole here that's through this back area. This is heavy duty here, right here. And the same name mention there. Yeah, they feel pretty good as far as ergonomics so far. And you know, this one you start differentiating between hand sizes, because if you get a really, really big hand in here, it's going to go over the back. But for me, it's okay. It's okay. Jimping on top here. All right. And 16.6 at 0.65. That's 0.63, 0.61. You see what I'm saying? It looked like it came out here a little wider. This is the 9, and this looks the same with the crossed 0.61 at 15.6, and the 8, 16.7 there. What are we up here? 19.3. So yeah, that gets thicker here, thinner. So that's contoured in that way as well as this way. And it feels pretty hefty in the hand. Ergos feel fine though. Okay, number 7. Come on down. Okay, let me see what we got here. Yeah, wow. 0.78, you know? So 0.71 or 0.7, 0.69 here, if I can get it under the camera. I'm looking around the camera. I'm not seeing what's in the camera. Yikes. Okay, so yeah, interesting how that's also thicker here and thinner here. Ergos are good. So, I mean, it just depends on what you do with your fixed blade knives. And, you know, are you going to buy a $300 and some fixed blade knife, take it out, and just get wild with it, doing, you know, beat down work, you know, of different types of things? I mean, or maybe not. I tend to pick up the beaters and use them because, first of all, it's easier to sharpen them. Second of all, I don't have that much money in them. If I drop them, I scratch them, I do stuff, it's okay. You know, I can strop it, sharpen it, I can use it. I don't care about the character marks it gets from use, and it's inexpensive. Now, if it performs, you know, if it performs. They're sharp out of the box. I will report to you on whether it's a D2 or not when batch 43 comes back, and you will know. But you won't know, you know, how the heat treat is. I mean, you know, the PMI scan tells you the elements. It doesn't tell you, you know, grain refinement, you know, distribution of carbides. It doesn't tell you the Rockwell either. So they're saying 61. I don't know. Maybe I'll take one, send it off, and get that Rockwelled as well, just for shits and giggles. I need to do a box of Rockwell, by the way. So, you know, all these blades, they've got the same kind of sheath. So they all got this Tech Lock, which is kind of nice. Okay, so you saw the paperwork on that one. I'm sorry, I kind of broke that off, but the 3634. And then this one is the next one here. That's the 08. That's 4067. At the time, I printed this off, and they were having a sale at that time. I didn't intentionally try and do that to mislead anybody. It just so happened when I printed these off, they were having a sale. I never, you know, I don't keep track of AliExpress well enough to know. But they're saying that's micarta there, okay? So that supposedly is micarta, my friend. And then the next one down here, the 09, here it is, D2, supposedly 61 Rockwell, and a rockin' $44. And here's this as well. So micarta or black G10. Well, the one I got was micarta, was that brown color. So that's micarta. Apparently that's black G10. I'm having a hard time differentiating some of those things. They are. It's a material that can seem a lot like G10. This one does it not? I mean, you kind of look at that and you go, Okay, and then this is number 10. So this is this one up here, which I believe is black G10, but you can also get it in micarta. So in this case, I got the black G10 and rocking $44. And yes, black G10 or micarta. So there's that option, like I was saying. And then this little dog, to me, this seems so much like micarta, doesn't it to you? But supposedly that's black G10. So, okay, let's look at it. $43. And now they're just saying micarta. They aren't saying one is one and one is the other. So, okay, I thought it was black G10. Hold on. Let me look at the box. Well, that's why I thought it was, because it says black G10 on the box. But on their site, that says that's micarta. And if I was looking at it, I'd say that's micarta. So maybe that's a misprint on the box, but their website is correct. Don't know. Don't know. I'm off in la-la land here with all these. And then this one is number 12 with that crazy Scandi grind. And you know what? That might be a good little user there. Full tang, comfortable in the hand, not as long a blade. And right there, they're saying micarta or black G10. So this apparently is micarta, not black G10. Oh, the one that I had in, I sent in for testing is the 05. Okay, so that's what that looks like. So basically about 4-inch cutting length, just shy of that. And that has micarta. So yeah, I'll get back to you on that one. That's like 43. So I guess we've weighed them, we've measured them, we've looked at the sheaths. I'll give you the link to it if you're interested. I don't have an affiliate link. They don't pay me anything. I got these for free, so I'm happy with that. I mean, if I sell them off, then it's income for my account, for my channel, so I can always use that help. But yeah, I mean, Brother Knives, I mean, we've checked their folding knives. They have these slip joints. You could look back at some of the other reviews I've done. In fact, I'll put links to some of the other Brother Knife reviews I've done down in the description section. And you can look at some of their traditional ones. We've tested the VG10. It was real VG10. Although then we had some that were supposedly 440C, and really they didn't have enough chromium to be 440, so they were really closer to an 8CR14. Like, that's important. I mean, it just seems weird to me. Who cares, really? I mean, difference between, you know, VG10 and 8CR13, okay, I get that. But between 440 and 8CR14, I really don't give a rat's ass, so why wouldn't, I mean, unless they just don't have a scanner and they didn't know what steel they had coming off the shelf, I don't know. And that's why I'm checking again, especially on D2, because they didn't have any slip joint traditional, what are their folding knives in D2, just these fixed blades. So it begs the question, and we're going to test or we're going to find out, and I'll let you know. Hey, thanks for hanging out. I know this may be an exercise in yawn, I'm bored, that kind of thing, unless you're kind of into, you know, budget fixed blades that you might explore. And there's a lot of them around there. So, you know, this is just another brand that's putting them out. If you see, you know, a design you like, or you're intrigued by any of these, it might be worth a shot at the right price, and have at it. Take care, my friends. Thanks for hanging out. Somewhere in here, hold on, it says we love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.